Well, your boy's still going through it. Haven't been home since Monday. Haven't slept. I mean, I'm not hurting for money, but I like the DoorDash. I like chasing bread, but I'm afraid to do that because I haven't been sleeping, and if I'm out there on the road and the fatigue hits me, I just don't I don't want to chance that. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to hurt anybody else. Every time I think I'm tired, I lay down and I start having flashbacks from, the betrayal, all the lies I've been told and I ignored, all the disrespect I've tolerated, trying to be patient with somebody who has issues. I know there's issues. I have issues too. My feelings have never been valid, and it's just so much that I put up with for so long. And every time I get up the strength to leave, or every time I try to hold someone accountable, it gets flipped around, and I get angry. I might yell, I might ball my fist up, but I ain't never hurt nobody. But it turns into weaponizing the police against me, getting protection orders. Weaponizing convenience store. I get ban letters. So on the one hand, I'm relieved that I'm away from all of the trauma that I've been put through from the ex, and then there's dealing with everything that I dealt with at the job, the races, the coercion, the abuse, and being used and getting worked like a slave at 49 years old. And young guys come in, don't have to work as hard as I do and get promoted anyway just because of the way they look. I I almost want to just run my head into the wall to go to sleep, knock myself out, but that ain't really an option either. I'm trying to get through it. Nobody to talk to. It's just a lot. I guess I'm glad that, the people who have been responding to me, the people who've been made themselves available to chit chat a little bit, I'm grateful for y'all. I know I'm strong enough to get through this. I just never felt pain like this before. I never really gave my heart and soul to anything until I got this job and I met this woman, and both of them amounted to betrayals and crap. And I are there any sincere people out there? Are there? Does anybody understand? Like, I you know, I try my best to be the ideal person, the ideal man, the ideal employee, the ideal boyfriend. Doing everything a man's supposed to do, and it's amounted to nothing. You know, I can't let any of this change who I am or who I've chosen to be. Upstanding, honest, sincere, devoted, and it's got me nothing. So I'm just I'm hurt, I'm confused, I'm anxious. I don't know. If anybody can help me make sense of this, hit me up in the inbox or something. I don't know, but I'm just trying to get through the most pain I ever felt in my life, and it's hard. It's damn hard. I I can't give up though. I got something that's laid before me that must be done, and you know I'm doing the best I can. I've never really had much help. It's crazy though, because it's like, how do you live with someone for 2 years and be invested in everything in your life, and when it comes to what matters to you most, you can't get 10 minutes or $10 to help you, but you're supposed to be everything they want all the time. Like, how is that even? I can't even fathom someone thinking like that. Yet I've still been putting up with it for 2 years. This is too much. I don't know. I guess at least venting like this and putting it out there kind of helps me a little bit. You know, like I said, some people have responded, and I've had a few conversations with old friends. I wasn't allowed to have any friends when I was with her, but I don't know if anybody got some advice that can help a brother. You know, I throw it in the inbox or something, because this sucks. Thank y'all.